Good evening, all of you. So today's webinar
Good
is
evening,
about,
ma'am.
good evening. Today's webinar is about the different kinds of emotions that we have, which we don't want, right? And the emotions that you all told me were, that I was asking was low self-confidence, self-esteem, low self-esteem, self-doubt, fear, confusion, and so on, right? And self-doubt was one that was the highest. So right now, again, in the chat box, tell me which are your fears or which are your emotions that you don't want a part of you to be anymore. In general, these emotions that you feel on a daily basis, it may not be right now, but like I'm confused about my career or so yeah, Saloni is saying self-doubt. Okay, very good. Anxiety, Arushi is saying very nice. Khushi is saying self-doubt and confusion. I'm saying very nice because you are able to recognize these emotions, which is also sometimes uh, very vague, very hazy. Sometimes we are not able to recognize our own emotions. So I'm happy at least you're able to recognize your own emotions. So I want one of you to be a volunteer. I'm going to deal with that person with a particular emotion that that person is feeling. While I'm dealing with that person, you will automatically replace that word and answer all the questions to yourself. If possible, write them down. You replace that emotion. So suppose I'm dealing with Arushi for anxiety, for example, and but your topmost negative emotion is self-doubt. So replace anxiety with self-doubt. Okay, the person who gets to be the volunteer is actually the luckiest because I'm going to be helping you overcome that with my skills. Okay, so who wants to be a volunteer to resolve this in like 15-20 minutes? And then you will just see the magic. Who out of four of you would want to? It's very simple. It's not like a test or like, you have to be like worked up, nothing like that. Okay, so Khushi is happily volunteered. So Khushi, you'll have to keep your mic on.
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
able to hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll be able to give that your 15-20 minutes without people disturbing you in your house?
Yeah,
Okay, great. So what is the emotion that we should deal with? I think on the chat box you wrote self-doubt.
yeah. And also bigger than that is like I feel confusion.
Okay, so which is at the topmost for now?
Confusion.
Confusion. Okay, so we'll try and resolve both. Okay, so what do you feel confused about?
Now I'm very confused about my career because today only the results came out and I really wanted to do journalism. But when I wanted to do journalism, nobody in my house supported me the way they supported me
So
for
right
other
now, what
things.
are you confused about? You're saying you're not confused about career, or you are?
So I am very confused about my career. Like,
Okay, so you're
yes,
confused about your career, right? Now, the
yeah.
others will replace this word confusion, and whatever that word is, you will write down. I hope you have a book with you and a pen. Write down what is that emotion that you are having self doubt about. Okay? Okay. So tell me, when in the past did you feel
Mhm.
confusion? I understood about right now, it's about your career. Is this emotion felt by you for the first time?
No, so many times.
So when was the like the youngest when you felt confusion? Go back to your memory lane and try to remember.
Okay, so first thing that I remembered when I was very young, my parents asked me when whether
Around
it was
how
a
old?
very normal. I was 6, 7, 6, 7,
6, 7
yes.
years old, and you remember that
Yes,
feeling.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay, have you written down this emotion of confusion and self doubt in your diary?
yes.
Okay, I'll also write it in the chat box and tell me what is it exactly. Why were you confused at that time?
So, my parents asked me to choose between singing and dancing, and I loved both of them.
Okay.
And I was really confused whether I should opt for one of it, but then I opt for singing. But gradually, after like some years of my schooling, my love for dance increased even more, and so I did even more good in dance other than in music. However, I'm a graduate. I have a diploma 4 year in Hindustani Sangeet, but I love dancing so much. I love it. It just resolves like a lot of problems for me.
After that, any other moment that you felt confusion after this? What do you remember?
Yeah, last time when I wanted to like choose between advertising and journalism, same thing happened. But then I opted for advertising, and then I was not very happy with my decision, but I wasn't content because somehow I can switch my field from advertising to journalism, but I can't do that in journalism. So I was like, okay, fine, no problem.
So, is this emotion new to you?
No,
Would you like to change this emotion?
yes,
Do you agree that this emotion is absolutely old and you've started not feeling this for the first time right now? You felt this emotion multiple occasions, like you said,
yes,
in the past. So, this emotion has been a, what has it been for you? If it's repeating itself, it's a habit or it's a pattern that when you
yes,
have
it's a pattern.
choices, you feel
Yeah,
confused. Whichever the choice, it may be
confused.
wearing clothes, it may be career, it may be simple things, bigger things,
Yes,
anything. Yes? So, would you
yes,
like
yes,
to
yes.
change this emotion?
Should I be changing it because
You need to decide that. Is this so? On what basis will you decide whether you want to change it or not? Right? Is this emotion helping you? If yes, don't change it. Is this emotion something that makes you feel uncomfortable or you don't like it? Then you have to decide if you want to change it. Is this emotion helping you, Khushi?
I think so? It somehow helps me only, ma'am, because then I'm able to I have made some very bold decision because of confusions.
So great. You have decided you don't want to change this emotion. It's working in your favor.
But then sometimes also, ma'am, it troubles me also, like because I become anxious कि यार अब क्या
So
करूं?
it is troubling you and it is working for you. Which one is
Working also.
it's working more
I
for you?
think
Or
it's
Khushi,
working
what is
more.
the intensity of working if you have to count from 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest?
I think 7,
Okay. And how much is it troubling you where 10 is the highest?
4,
So then if it's
because it
working in
troubles
your
some days
favor,
only.
you would not want to change it, right? So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
not change it. Then why have you recognized this as a negative emotion? Because for now, maybe you are confused and
Yeah,
it's
it's
not helping
trouble.
you, but in
Yeah,
the long run, it is working in your favor. So then
mhm.
let's look at your second emotion, which is self doubt.
Self-doubt.
So, what are you having self doubt about right now?
My capabilities. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do something that I want to do or not.
Okay. And when did you feel this self doubt first? Go back in your memory lane, initial years of your college, initial years of your
Yeah,
school,
initial years
when
of course.
in your
When I
school,
moved to
go
Mumbai,
as much as you can in your memory lane. The first, when did you feel self doubt that I am not as capable?
I think when I got less marks than
When was
my
that?
peers,
Which
I
standard
think
were
it
you? Do
was
you
in
remember?
class 10th. Yes, class 10th. However, my marks was very good, but it happens that you compare with yourself with other people, no?
No
Then you
problem.
feel the
Anytime
self-doubt.
before grade 10, did you feel self doubt? Do you remember? Think there should be. If you can remember, as far as
Yeah,
you can.
yeah.
Okay.
There are so many times in my life because I told you that I'm very short,
Tell me when.
right?
Which standard were you in?
I guess I must be in fifth standard,
Okay, what
and I
was it
still
for?
remember. It was for a dance, and I was a very good dancer, but they rejected me as a main lead because I was a bit fat and So that stuck with
So that time you felt that you are not capable enough. Anytime
capable enough.
before
Yes.
that?
No, ma'am.
So is this emotion new to you of self doubt that
No,
I'm not capable enough? Do you see
no.
that this is a habit and a pattern?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to change that?
Yes, I would really like to change this,
When
ma'am.
would you like to change it? Next year, next week, tomorrow? When?
Right now.
Are you
I
sure?
just want to, yeah, I want to change it as soon as I can because
Okay,
I just
so
don't
let's
want
work
to.
on that. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the opposite of I am not capable? That is the emotion you don't want, right? What is the new emotion that you want? What is the exact, I'm not asking the positive, the exact opposite of I am not capable.
I am capable.
Very good. You're sure?
Yes.
Okay. Close your eyes, hands on your heart, and the others will replace that word of I am capable. You will make the opposite of whatever your emotion was and make it opposite, and put your hands on your heart, all of you, and close your eyes. I am absolutely capable. Repeat with me aloud. I am
I am
absolutely capable.
absolutely capable.
I know exactly how capable I am.
I know exactly how capable I am.
I am very beautiful.
I'm very beautiful.
I know how to recognize my emotions.
I know how to recognize my emotions.
I am capable of recognizing that.
I'm capable of recognizing that.
I have the power of understanding myself.
I have the power of understanding myself.
I have such beautiful skills like singing and dancing.
I have such beautiful skills like singing and dancing.
And deep down, I know how well I can sing and dance.
Deep down, I know how well I can sing and dance.
I know my decisions have always helped me in my favor.
I know my decisions have always helped me in my favor.
I am on the stage singing in a crowd.
I am on the stage singing in the crowd.
Everybody in the crowd is clapping and saying once again.
Everybody in the crowd is singing, saying what once again.
They are appreciating me and clapping their hands for me.
They're appreciating me and clapping their hands for me.
When I walk off the stage, they say, "Wow, Kushi, you were great."
When I walk off the stage, they say, "Wow, Kushi, you're great."
I felt as though I am absolutely capable of everything I want to do.
I felt as though I'm absolutely capable of everything in life.
Next day, when I walk into college, everybody starts standing up and clapping for me.
The next day, when I walk into the college, everybody stand and start like, clapping for me.
Everybody tells me, "What a wonderful voice you have. You dance also so beautifully."
Everybody tells me what a wonderful voice you have. You dance so beautifully.
I feel proud of myself.
I feel proud of myself.
I have taken decisions that have helped me in the long run.
I have taken this risk that helped me in the long run.
And I feel super powerful.
And I feel super powerful.
Feel this emotion for some time and stay with it. Slowly open your eyes and tell me how you feel. And everybody else can tell me in the chat box as well. How do you feel?
Very much better. Very much.
And how would it be if you felt like this for an entire week?
It would be amazing.
And what if you had this feeling for the entire month?
I cannot describe my happiness then.
And what if you felt like this every day for the entire year?
It would be
And
very
what if
amazing.
on your last breath, on the deathbed, you just feel absolutely like this for so many years till you die?
Wow.
If you want to feel like this, there are so
Yes, ma'am.
many other things you have and can be with this feeling. Yeah. Your
Yes,
first
ma'am.
need is of importance. You want to feel important. You want to be included with other people. You want other people to recognize you, to make you a part of them, call you. You want good friends. You realize that there are so many things that you can still do. We have resolved and you have recognized one emotion, that is, I am not capable. Do you realize there are many other such emotions that we have to work on and may not happen in
Yes,
one
ma'am.
session? Is it possible that what you feel right now may stay for 24 hours, but after that it can come back, that feeling of incapability?
Yes, ma'am.
So, would you want to practice this every day to feel like this
Every
for
day.
some days? If you practice it for 7 to 10 to 15 days, you will feel, then you can stop. You can feel like this every day. Yeah? Do you
Yes,
agree?
ma'am.
But yet, there is still a lot to change and
Ma'am.
work upon. Yes? Are you ready to commit time and energy and in the future, if at all, money for this? Would
Yes,
you
ma'am.
like me to help you, handhold you, and accept me as your coach to get over everything and you be a new person in 3 months?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready
For
to
that,
go.
we need two things, two commitments. One is your commitment to time. Yes. And second is your commitment for money. Would you be ready for both? Yes. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Khushi, for trusting me and Saloni, Arushi, and Nishita. Can the others put your mics on and tell me how it felt?
Emotional,
Yes, but what kind of emotions? How do you feel after doing this, putting your hand on your heart?
happy, and elated, and I don't know.
Nice. And Nishita and Arushi? It was uplifting, Nishita is saying in the chat box. What about Arushi?
For some time it felt good, but after some time that emotion again came, so I
Correct.
just felt a little bit sad
Absolutely. So, why does this happen? Anything
because
that
I'm not
happens
able to let go
repeatedly,
of it.
repeatedly, I have this pattern, right? To break the pattern, I have to do this exercise every day, a minimum of 3 months to work with me, not to resolve only one emotion, but multiple emotions that we face on. Like today, I may not feel sad, I'm only feeling self doubt or confusion, but there's a pattern of different emotions in me which are negative, which I should resolve. For that, I need your time commitment and money commitment. As a life coach, I can help you with skills. But can you promise me for sure that you will exercise and practice this every day on your own without my help? What is the commitment you will have to yourself if you do it alone without me? Can you promise me you'll do it every day? You'll promise, but are you sure you'll do it? आज रह गया, कल मेहमान है, परसों बाहर जाना है. Not that you don't want to do it, you want to do it, but other things overtake. Don't you think so? But if you commit time and money to me, it's like going to the gym, right? घर पे एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारे फ्री एप्स है, पर जिम में पैसे दे तो पैसे भरे यार, जाना पड़ेगा, right? So there is a link in the chat box. If you pay up right now, which can be an amount, then I can give it to you at where you can pay monthly, okay? Which can be right now, since you all are students, it can be 5,000 rupees a month and a lump sum 15,000 for 3 months. Okay? Yes, right now you have to pay only 5,000 so that you can also check in that 1 month, how is ma'am? What is she doing? Am I feeling better? So in 1 month, only 1/3 of the work is done. Yeah? We have to have a commitment of full 3 months for this. Okay? Yes? After I cut the call, if you pay, then it'll go up to 20,000 for 3 months. But if you pay right now, then it'll be 5,000 for a month, which is 15,000 for 3 months. Yes? Thank you so much for trusting me. So any one of y'all who would want my assistance, who are watching me on YouTube channel, can contact me or comment on this video and I will get back to you. Thank you so much.